Okay, I just hit record, so you have to ignore my voice today. I'm just got an extremely bad cold. That's what happens when you go out on the lake in Idaho weather when you're already kind of sick. So here we go. The overall message I'm seeing today on this page here, you can see, is how you invite customers and coaches, how you found customers and coaches when you started, how to be inspirational. Let's just go through all these and just talk just a little bit on each one. First of all, how to find customers when I first started. I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I did. I personally had about, I think it was like 224 friends on my Facebook when I started as a Team Beachbody coach. So how did I find my first customers, my first coaches? They honestly and truthfully came from people that I already knew, people that I went to school with. My wife was one of my first coaches as well. And I believe my second coach was a girl I went to high school with, and she was actually my first diamond coach. And then you heard me talking about Michael Greenberg on here with his shirt off. Him and Jennifer are camping. Jennifer and I we met each other on the P90X fan page. So I met a few people on like pages on things that I was interested in doing. So I was doing P90X. So I was on the P90X page, as well as I was running a lot of that time. So I was on some running pages, race pages, and I just began to connect with people, ask them about what they were doing, how far into P90X they were, if they were running, if they were planning for a race. I just became friends with them and began to build relationships. So my first customers came from connecting with people on different like pages, and people that I went to high school, college, and people that I served my mission with, and people that I already knew in my close circle of friends and family. Like my sister was one of my first coaches. My parents were some of my first coaches. And then I said a friend from high school, Jennifer Greenberg, that I met on a like page. So that's how I found my first customers and coaches. And I invited them to join as coaches in the beginning. I shared with them that I was 100% committed to this, that the program, like P90X worked, that Shakeology worked, and that if they want to be in this for the long run with their health, they might as well be a coach with me, because we're going to the top. And if you want to come with us, then come. So it was just that confidence in telling them, this is why I'm doing it. It works. I'm bringing my wife home from work, so you can come with me, or you can stay behind and watch and then join later. So just being confident in knowing what I wanted was how I first invited customers and coaches. So that kind of hit on that one. I want to talk now about how to be inspirational to others when it feels like your own life is so inspirational. So that one's kind of unique, because it's kind of funny. This morning I woke up completely 100%. I'm going to shut this window so you don't hear the wind. I woke up this morning 100% completely unmotivated. Not motivated at all. Like, I took Friday off completely from Beachbody for my wife's birthday, and then it was Saturday, Sunday, Monday was Memorial Weekend, and I didn't touch Beachbody at all. I didn't read personal development. I didn't do my workouts. I didn't even take my workouts with me. I don't know why, but I didn't. And so I was 4 days without a workout and doing Beachbody work, and then woke up this morning with the worst cold ever. I couldn't breathe hardly. My voice was almost gone. So I felt very unmotivated this morning. What's the word that you said right there? Just not inspirational this morning. So the way to be inspirational is to just take action, right? So I wasn't feeling motivated this morning, so I had to make the decision to read my personal development book. So I have a stack of 4 books here. I read from 2 different books for about an hour. Then I drank some E&E. I drank my tropical Shakeology, took some Sudafed for my cold, and I went downstairs and I did my Body Beast workout. I stopped complaining that I had missed 4 days, and I went and did my workout. And I got done with that workout, and I felt excited and motivated. So I made a YouTube video and shared some of my thoughts, and I put it on my YouTube channel. And then I just got started on doing the process, going through my list of 10 things I do every single day. I just started it, and as I took that action and took the steps that I knew I should be doing, I all of a sudden felt inspired and motivated to keep doing more. And on a normal day, just so you guys know, I work from about 8 o'clock till 3 o'clock Mountain Time. It's 3:38. To tell you how well that worked for me, it's 40 minutes past when I normally do my Beachbody work, And I'm here sharing with you guys right now because I acted myself into feeling motivated and inspired. So if you don't feel motivated and inspired, you have to remember why you're doing this. And I was reconnected with that by reading the books, by doing the personal development. Then I did my workout. I remember what we're supposed to be doing with that. And then I started helping people. And as I did that, I felt inspired. And that's how I personally become inspirational. So many times people ask me, like, how are you so inspirational? You make all these YouTube videos, blog posts, your Facebook posts are exactly what I needed to hear today, all this inspirational stuff. Honestly, guys, I wake up and I do not like mornings. And all that stuff that you guys are seeing is just a pure decision to do my list of 10 things. And the first thing on my list every single morning is drink my Shakeology, read my personal development, and do my workouts. So this inspirational stuff that you guys are seeing is me taking what I learned in my 30 minutes to 60 minutes of reading and then sharing it with the world, whether it's on a YouTube video, a blog post, or on my Facebook. So if you're not feeling inspirational, you have to just take the action. Follow what other successful coaches are doing. Do your personal development. Drink your Shakeology. Do your workout. And give it 100%. Okay, so that's how to be inspirational when your own life feels so uninspirational. So I hope that helps you guys with that aspect. I'm just going to go through these and answer a couple of them let me check this chat real quick. So answer the inspired one. The next one I want to talk about on here is pushing through a plateau, feeling stuck in business. So I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable with you guys. And this one is from Shanta Flowers. I feel like I'm at a plateau. I went through some life things, had this issue with my eye, had surgery, was knocked out on medication from that. I still can't see very well out of one of my eyes. I lost my Beachbody rank. So, I've been a 7-star forever. I dropped to a 4-star diamond. Not everybody knows that. Probably nobody on here knows that. So I was feeling kind of this funk. So that funk could be a plateau. So I'm feeling this plateau, feeling stuck in business. But I didn't really feel stuck per se. It just made me analyze and see, like, what am I doing? What are my activities? What can I change? Why did this happen? And how can I go about changing that? So with that being said, I've just had to take action to get out of that, do things that inspire me. And I thought about the times I was most inspired, the most excited, and saw the most growth in my Team Beachbody team. And the times that I was most excited, I was leading team calls and having my new coaches lead team calls. And I realized that I had felt a disconnect from my coaches and from my teams because I let go of our team calls that we did every week. And we jumped on to my coach Lindsay's team calls. And I realized that we've been doing that for about 4 months. And that's about the amount of time that I've been feeling in kind of a funk or a plateau. Because I feel most excited when I'm teaching or preaching to people and sharing the knowledge that I've learned. And so what I had to do was take immediate action to change that once I realized what it was. And my team will tell you guys today, they've seen in our team pages, they saw in a personal email that I wrote to every single one of our personal sponsored coaches today that we have our team calls on Thursday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. Here's the link. I plan on seeing you there. So I'm taking immediate action to change and go back to where I felt most excited about my business, where I saw the most growth, was when I was doing those team calls and having my new coaches, Emeralds, share their advice and helping them step up as leaders. So that's what I do to get out of a plateau, is I look at where I was most excited, whether it was in my transformation, my personal development, or in growing my Team Beachbody business, go back and analyze what I was doing then when I was excited and see if I'm missing one of those things in that moment of that plateau. So that's what I do to break a plateau. So, and I hope, so those of you that hopped on late, you can hear me with this stuffy nose I got going on. But that's why you guys see me right now sharing with you guys on this little video, is I get most excited when I am teaching people, when I'm sharing what I've learned and what I know with other people. So there's another hint on how to break a plateau. Doing the thing that you see most result from, that gets you most excited about your business. So that is an answer for that. And then I'm going to answer one last one right here, unless somebody else hops on here and says something. I saw it. I'm going to try to find it. It was the one about something that's not so common or whatever. I'll find it. One second. We did the customers, and Joe asked for a recording, so I made him. This is recording right now. Where is it? I swear there was a comment on here about something that's not so normal. Anyway, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I'm going to share it. I'm going to share something I do. Like, I have my list of 10 things I do every single day. If you haven't seen that list, it's on my blog at scottyhobbs.com. Just search 10 things I do every day or search on YouTube. But the thing that I want to share that I do every single day, oh, there it is, Katie Liz. How about some tips and tricks you have that aren't basic? So I'm going to share something with you guys that I already have today if you're taking notes. I've shared it without saying exactly what it was. I kind of shared about how I found my first customers, first coaches. The way that I attract people into my business that I can help become great customers and great coaches is I use YouTube and my blog, okay? And I use, of course, Facebook, but I use YouTube and my blog as a way to capture an audience, like a funnel, let's say, of people that come in, and then they're directed to either email me, go to my blog, or go to my Facebook page so they can see how I'm living my life. And then as you read personal development, you'll learn that you attract the person that you become. So if your business is not where you want it to be, or you have coaches in your business that are not doing what you want them to do, you have to look first to make sure and see that you are doing the thing that you want them to do. Are you being the example? Because your coaches will duplicate what you do. So one of the tips and tricks that I do that aren't basic, I'm going to just share real quick with you, is to be inspirational. I already talked about it, so I'm just going to touch on it so you can remember it. To be inspirational is a tip and trick that I do that you never hear me talk about, but you can see daily, is I take what I learn in my personal development and I go out and I teach it on a Facebook post, a blog, or a YouTube video. And the way to truly ingrain something in your mind or in your being or your soul is it's okay just to read it. You know, there's all these top elite coaches. It's okay to read their stuff, to watch their videos, and learn from what they're doing, or listen to team calls, or listen to this. But until you really take what you learn and just try to teach it, whether it's perfect or not, that's when it's going to begin to ingrain in you and become part of you, is when you take what you learn and you teach it. So that's kind of a trick and a tip that is not basic, is I take the personal development that I do during the day and I teach it so I can learn it better myself. But what that does is I take that and I teach it, whatever it is, that personal development, I apply it to someone's fitness challenges, to someone's ability to build a team Beachbody business, or to a father or mother with their goal of being a better father. And so what I do is I take that and I take that thing I learned in the personal development, and then I apply it to one of those things, being a Beachbody coach, working on your fitness transformation, or being a father. And as I do that, I learn it better myself, so that when someone comes to me in the future, I've already told it to someone or taught it to somebody, which is the video or a Facebook post, and it becomes more of me, so that I have this collection of inspirational things that I can share with other people when they come to me. One of the tips that has done for me is, after time, you know, it took a few months, years, but those videos that I've shared and those blog posts that I've made are now attracting people into our business because they're interested in that growth that we've been going through and the things that we're sharing. And I'll tell you guys, 95% of the time when somebody comes to me from my blog or my YouTube videos and they want to be a Team Beachbody coach, what I love about it is they've already started doing our workouts. And they say, I love that you're so into personal development. Can I join your team? So that is a tip or a secret that I may not have not shared before, that aren't so basic, and which ties back into why personal development is so great. Do that personal development every single day, and then go out and teach it to other people. You know, you teach people those things, and in tying into that personal development thing, you know, every single day we have a list of people that we're in contact with, and inviting to our challenge groups, being a coach, to watch a video, to listen to a team call. almost every single person that ever contacts me about joining a challenge group, whether they buy or not, and sometimes it's only 1 out of 10 people, sometimes 1 out of 20 people, is every single one of them, I send them at least a YouTube video of personal development. So I try to add value to them in some way or another. So that's one of the not so obvious things that we don't talk about much, is that every conversation, whether they buy or not, I'm adding value to them in some way or another. And it's, these books that I'm recommending to them, these free books on YouTube, I find them on a channel called Self-Help Audio Books, is I've listened to these books. So whatever this person's struggle is or whatever they come to me about, I can take one of those books that I've read or listened to on YouTube, and then I share it with them. If you want to read a lot more books, listen to a lot more books, listen to them when you're mowing the lawn, when you're traveling, when you're doing your workout, and you'll be able to fill your mind with more of that personal development so you have more value to add to people. So I have a date with my daughter's softball team, our little baseball team, so I'm going to head off now. But I hope some of this information was of value to somebody, and if it was, I recorded it, and I will put it up on my YouTube channel. And I'm jealous of Jennifer and Michael Greenberg there, living their dream life. They're one of our top elite coaches. They're in their motorhome, traveling the country. So just know that this business is real, and you're making me jealous, guys. You can live your dreams, and it's going to take some work. It's going to take some sacrifices, but remember, the struggle is much less painful than regret. And I know that you guys that hopped on here are going to go do some great things. So whatever you learned today, go out and teach it to somebody. Pay it forward. Okay, we'll see you guys later.